Mmpc practice, picking up with part 2 and question 6. Alright, so the faces of 2 dice are numbered in a non-standard manner. So dice 1 has a 1, 2 2s, and 3 3s, and the other dice has 3 4s and 2 5s and 1 6. The dice are carefully balanced so that each face is equally likely to land on top. When a pair of dice are rolled, what is the probability that the sum of the 2 dice is 7? Okay, so how can we get a 7? We can get a 7 with, so probability of 7, well, we can get a 1 and a 6, and there's only a 1 in 36 chance of that. We could get a 2 and a 5, and there's going to be 2 out of 6 times 2 out of 6 again, so 4 out of 36 chance of getting a 2 plus 5 result, and we're going to have a 1/2 and a 1/2. I'll write it in terms of 36 to make the fraction better, so we're going to have a 9 out of 36 chance of getting a 3 plus 4 result. So in the end, we're going to have 14 out of 36, and that's 7 out of 18, and that's answer A. Good little dice question. For integer values n between 0 and 2012 inclusive, so 0 less than n less than 2012, okay, remember this is the 2012 Mmpc, the minimum value of, so we want to find the minimum of 2012 minus n quantity factorial times n factorial squared. So we want to find the n that will give us the minimum value here. Okay, so let's think about the edge cases first. If n equals 0, I guess we can turn this into a t-table. So if n is 0, we're going to get 2012 factorial. If n is 2012, we're going to get 2012 factorial squared. Right, so obviously this one's out. So let's think about what's going on here. Don't jump to the conclusion that 0 is going to be the best answer, though it's not even one of the 5 choices. What we want to do is we can see that every time we increase n, we're going to get rid of a big number in this product, but we're going to add 2 smaller numbers in this product. So which n is going to have the result that n squared is bigger than the n largest number on this side? All right, so think about it this way. If looking at the smallest of our choices, 44, my guess is that the answer is either 44 or 45. Looking at 44, we're going to have the 2012 minus n. All right, 2012 minus 44 is 2000 minus 32, which is 1968. Okay, so essentially, this one, which one is bigger between these two? Well, is 45 squared bigger than 1968? I'll take out the calculator for the first time here. Yeah, I thought so. 45 squared is bigger than 1968. Therefore, f of 45 is bigger than f of 44. Right? And if I put in larger numbers for n, I'm just going to be multiplying in larger factors on the right-hand factor and taking away smaller factors here. So the answer has to be 44, and that's option E. Okay, let's erase and keep going. So question 8. Y equals a times x bisects the area of a triangle in the xy plane, which is bounded by 3 given lines. And so we have to find a. So let me try and draw those 3, try and draw the picture here. X plus y equals 10 is one of the lines. So it's got a slope of, mistake. X plus y equals 10 is going to be the line with slope -1 and intercepts at 10 and 10. 3x minus y equals 0 is the line through the origin with slope 3. And the x-axis is the third line. All right. So I'm looking for the line that goes through the origin that cuts this triangle exactly in half. All right. So what I think I want to do is I want to find the area of the triangle. The base is 10. The height. If I let y equals 3x, I can find this intersection point. Substituting in for y, I'll have 4x equals 10. So x is 5 over 2. And that means y is 15 over 2. Okay, so the height of this triangle is 15 over 2. So the area, well, it doesn't really matter what the area is, but it's going to be 15 over 2 times 10 divided by 2. What we really want is, we know that this triangle will be bisected if this intersection point has a height of 15 over 4. Okay, so that's the y value of that intercept point. So we have x plus 15 over 4 equals 10, so the x coordinate is going to be 25 over 4. And so the slope is going to be, 15 over 25, which is 3 over 5. And that's answer B. So that's question 8. Question 9, the arithmetic mean of 8 and 18 exceeds the geometric mean of these numbers by what? So yeah, it's basically a vocab question with a little bit of calculation. The arithmetic mean of 8 and 18, that's the regular mean. So 8 plus 18 over 2, that's 26 over 2 is 13. The geometric mean is the square root of the product. So we should recognize that 18 is 2 times 9, and so this is going to be 16 times 9. So the square root of 16 times 9 is 4 times 3, which is 12, and so the arithmetic mean is 1 more. Answer is B. Problem 10. From a pile of pennies, nickels, and dimes and quarters, I grab a handful. The combined value of 15 coins is $1.05. And there are 3 more quarters than nickels. How many dimes do I have? Okay, so I have quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies possibly. And I have that Q plus N plus D plus, sorry, I have 25Q plus 10D plus 5N plus P equals 105. And I have that, these are all non-negative, and I have that Q equals N plus 3. Okay, so right away I realized that if I have at least one nickel, then I've already got $1.05 in just quarters and nickels. Right, I already have 4 quarters and a nickel, so I can't have any nickels or else there's no way to get up to 15 coins. Therefore, I have that quarters have to be 3, so that's 75 cents. So let's simplify this equation. And I also have that nickels have to be 0. So I need to find 30 cents somehow in 12 coins, and of course that means I have to have 2 dimes and 10 pennies. And double check, 75, 85, 95, $1.05, 15 coins, looks good. How many dimes do I have? 2. So that's also answer B. So 3 straight B's. Good way to start.